Hola, ¿qué tal a todos? De este lado de la cámara les saluda Leo Moreno, ya se la saben, para el Depósito Sonoro, conversando con talentos nacionales e internacionales. Y ahora, con motivo de una edición más del Festival del Monkey Beef Fest, un saludito ahí al buen Mickey Navajas y a Jasmina Herschel, por supuesto, el 7 de diciembre, sábado, en la Ciudad de México, en el Foro Alarcón, estamos platicando nada más y nada menos con Brent Amaker. Hello, my friend, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you?
Really good. Thank you very much. And thank you for your time, my friend. It's really, really great to have you. So, you're coming to Mexico now in December, in a couple of
Yeah,
weeks. I think
yeah.
that you are really hyped up about it. Let us know how you feel, man.
I can't wait. I mean, this is my third or fourth time in the past year and a half, and because we did this whole recording project,
Yeah.
my friends Miguel and Jasmina, they're a couple of my best friends, and they stay with me when they come visit in Seattle, and I stay with them when I come visit there, and it's been a really great friendship, and it's really kind of like extended my relationship with Mexico. And now I have more friends there, and every time I go I make more friends, and I love it. I love it. It's such a wonderful place, and the people are so good, and I'm very excited to get back.
That's great, my friend. It's gonna be awesome to have you. You know, a lot of things have happened from the 2008 Howdy Do to the
Yeah,
2024 Philophobia, my friend.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's been a long and beautiful ride for sure, but also maybe a rough one because this is a career of resistance, right? The musical one.
Yeah, like I don't think most people until maybe recently even understood what we were doing. You
Yeah.
know, a bunch of dudes wearing cowboy suits.
Stetsons, right? Stetsons, I
Yeah,
read. Yeah.
yeah. Who are influenced by Devo and the Ramones, and and I think it's why Miguel got me and Jasmina right out of the gate, because those are their influences. But
Totally.
people don't see it with a country band. They don't see a country band being influenced like
Yeah,
that.
never,
But
never.
if you think about it, um, Devo with their Whip It video, they dressed up like cowboys.
Yeah. Just with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we're doing it opposite, but yeah, it's been a long road. This year, 2025 will be the 20th anniversary of the band. So we're
Oof.
coming up on 20 years.
20
Yeah,
years, 20 years searching for the truth. As I
yeah,
read, I read
that's right.
something beautiful about you, from desolate deserts to snow-washed mountains. Brent
Yeah.
Amaker and the rodeo have been searching for the truth. Brent, what truth is that for you, my friend?
Well, the first part of that was finding the truth for myself,
Yeah.
finding out this this wild ride that I've been on has really helped me, I guess, find out who I am, and be completely free to be myself. And you're familiar with Silverio, right? Silverio, the artist from Mexico.
Silverio,
Uh,
Silverio. Yeah,
yeah,
Silverio.
yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah. Well,
sure.
he was staying at my house 2 weeks ago, and
Okay.
we went and had a cerveza and some tequila at my local bar, and spent a couple hours talking. And we are close to the same age,
Yeah,
and talked about his persona on stage is insane, right? And
totally. Yeah, he's
and
crazy.
yeah, but we both agreed that while possibly every day of our lives we're not acting like that in public, when you are on stage you get to be your true self, and you get to let it all out, without even
Yeah.
going to without going to a therapist. You just let it out for everybody.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's what this is. That's the truth for me. Is
Great example, Brent. Thank
the
you.
truth being myself.
Yeah, because Silverio for sure has found himself for years now because of how he is. And for sure you too, my man. Uh, I
The
mean,
only the only difference the only difference is everybody has seen Severio's dick.
any chance, any chances that in your
Everybody has seen
upcoming visit to the Monkey Beef,
it.
we can see yours? With all respect, Brent, of course.
No, it's
No,
fine. I'd be happy to show you, but then I wouldn't be able to keep you away from me, you know.
yeah, you're gonna be having all the people on top of you. Now that's great. We're pretty excited to watch your show, man. Brent, favorite guitarist in history for you?
Favorite guitarist. Let me
Yeah.
think about this. I don't even know his name,
Okay.
but my favorite guitar work was Gang of Four.
Oh, we just saw them recently here in Mexico.
Yeah, the guitarist in Gang of Four. I just I love the unexpected jerkiness,
Yeah, I get you
you know,
perfectly.
and I like things like that. I'm a big fan of Suicide, the band Suicide, and they have repetitiveness, which I love. I also love like bands that self-reference themselves, like Devo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like bands that put their own name in their songs.
Andy Gill is the name of the guitarist you mentioned from Gang of
What's
Four. Andy
Oh, okay.
Gill.
I
Andy.
should know, but he is my favorite guitar. In
No, that's
fact,
great.
I've had multiple different guitarists in the rodeo, and I
Yeah.
will bring on a new guitarist. And I was just telling Rojo this the other day because Rojo is going to play guitar in Mexico with me.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't ever ask them to come in and play country music. I ask them to play the songs as they're written, but when their time comes to do a solo, to be themselves,
Yeah.
you know, and to put their own take on it. I don't ever replace a cowboy. I bring a new one into the fold, and
Okay.
I watch them let their inner freak out. You know, it's their chance. You put that cowboy suit on, and we wear them all the time when we
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
Either that or our matching tracksuits. But we are in uniform all the time, and it's great. You go to breakfast, and you get so much interaction with people because they're like, "What are you doing? Who are you?" You know, and
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
a
so
common thing. It's not a common thing to see the show of Brent Amaker on the rodeo for sure.
yeah, so I think uh, my guitarist here, Johnny Nails, is going to be there for the Monkey Bee, but then we're doing a series of tour dates with Carry On Kids,
Ah,
and
great.
yeah, so Rojo will be the guitarist for all those shows, and I'm excited because he's a great guitarist. He's amazing, and most of my band members always have been historically punk rock band people or rock and roll band people. I have never once added a member to the band that had a country music background.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want that. I don't want we're not that.
Yeah, I
You
get
know?
it. I get it. You
Yeah.
are you. And
Yeah.
this pursuit of the truth for the truth,
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing, Brent, because as you said, it keeps the authenticity live of the
Yes.
proposal in a way. When you are,
Yeah,
yeah,
and if you don't have that, dude, if you're not being honest with yourself,
how can
then
you be honest with the people who listen
you
to you,
can't
right?
be honest with the others, and then your songs are just bullshit. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
if you know, you're just because my songs are probably the very first record I made was kind of a concept record, and then after that, after touring and wearing these outfits everywhere, all the songs became about stories
Yeah.
from real stories,
Yeah,
or at least
anecdotic
yeah,
situation. Yeah.
yeah, at least influenced by something that actually happened. You know,
It doesn't get any better because
I
obviously
love it.
you can be creative and imagine worlds and imagine situations and a lot of things. But when
Yeah.
you think about something that happened to you, it's like a comedian making a joke about something that he lived or she lived, right? The punchline is harder, I think.
Yeah. And, comedy is part of art.
Yeah, that's
And
what I mentioned it.
my favorite comedian was Andy Kaufman
Yeah.
because people did not ever know whether there was a joke or not.
Yeah, the man in the
It
moon.
would, it would, so when I don't know, 2 years ago, I performed at Monkey Bee opening for the Black Lips as a magician.
Okay.
And I told her there's a documentary, and I told everybody, music's done. Fuck music. Everybody's doing magic now. And it's like, I'm never doing music again. And I did this whole thing for a few months, and I only had one trick. And
Okay.
I ended up I ended up opening for the Viagra Boys as a magician, and people
Okay.
were wanting to book me. And and then I stormed off the stage one night, and I retired from ever forever. And I was like, "Fuck magic! I'm only doing music now."
And is there a song about this?
No,
There
maybe
should,
someday,
yeah, maybe
maybe
someday, my
someday.
friend.
But so Andy Kaufman did that with his whole wrestling career. He told everybody he was a professional wrestler, and he
Yeah,
went
yeah,
on talk shows, and he was dead serious about it. And
yeah, for sure.
he got in a fight with David Letterman or something. It's like
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
insane.
beautiful.
And
It's
I
be-
find that
eh,
Miguel and Jasmina, they're attracted to these artists like that. Like
they are.
Silveria is one of those.
Yeah, and they are like that also. I've seen them
Yeah.
perform live in
Oh,
different
yeah.
ensembles, with the Karen and some other things. And, they are just like, they are on this same wavelength of frequency of the people who like to provoke through music.
Yeah, and they are wonderful people, and I feel like they have really created a community,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they've also created a community between Seattle and Mexico because they're bringing a lot of Mexican artists over here for festivals. Um, they are bringing people like me over there, and kind of some way making Seattle and Mexico City like sister cities.
That's
You,
great.
you know, I see it happening, but it's because of them.
Yeah,
They did it.
I get it. Yeah,
They 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 created that.
they have done something great here in Mexico City. Obviously, the country, but centralized in Mexico City, they've
It's
done
a
something
great
great.
scene.
Yeah,
It's a great scene, and for music scenes to happen,
yeah,
uh, first of all, there has to be affordable housing because when these cities in the U.S. get too expensive, you can't have a house with a basement and rehearse in it.
yeah, for
It's too
sure.
expensive to do that, right?
Yeah,
So to be, starving artists, you got to be able to have a place to live and rehearse and everything like that. So you can still find that, even though Mexico City is one of the biggest cities in the world, you
yeah,
can still find places like that to live. eh,
yeah, for
You
sure.
know, and then you also have to have maybe people that it's new, like they don't really understand what some of these artists are doing, and then
Yeah, for sure.
then they all bond together, and then it becomes a scene or a movement. And
Yeah,
I see that happening right now in Mexico City.
yeah,
It's
and it's
very
great.
cool.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
it's a really great momentum for them and for the scene. I wanted to ask you, Brent, before I forget, because I am really curious. When you were a little kid, Brent,
Yeah.
what was the music you listened to? Maybe at your pops and moms, or I don't know where, but
Well,
when you were a little kid, what music did you listen to that you
when I,
said, "This is what I want to do with my life"?
when I was a little kid, like a little kid,
Yeah,
my dad really loved music, and he was a big Elvis Presley fan.
yeah.
And he was also Jim Croce. I don't know if you know Jim Croce, but he was into Jim
No.
Croce. He's
How,
good.
how do you spell the last name?
Croce.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've seen it. I'm not a
He,
connoisseur, but I'm gonna
you
check it
should,
out.
yeah, check it out. it's kind of like 60s hippie folk music, but it's really good. And and but Elvis, when I was 10 years old, my dad took me to see Elvis Presley in concert.
Wow. Wow.
And the show he put on, he wasn't just a musician, he was an entertainer. And talking about Miguel or Severio
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. Or
me,
you.
we're
Yeah, yeah.
entertainers.
Yeah, for sure.
And people, I'm gonna bother to throw my money down to go to an event. I want to be entertained. I hate that whole shoegazing era that happened where like, they just stare at their feet and didn't do anything. You
Yeah, the
know,
music is really cool. There are
what
great
the
albums from that era, but I
yeah,
get what you mean. I
but
get what
what
you
the
mean.
fuck? Nobody was trying.
And nobody moved. Nothing
Yeah,
happened there. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a scene also, right?
yeah. So I mean, I went when I saw Elvis. I was a little kid, so I don't remember that much. But I remember that he had he would throw scarves to the ladies in the audience, but he had some kind of special device in his collar that had unlimited scarves. It was like a magician. So he'd pull
Okay.
one scarf out and throw it out over here.
Like
He'd put
Kleenex, like
another
a
scarf
Kleenex
on it.
box.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That was wild. You know, somebody thought of that.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
you seen him in Vegas?
No, I
No?
saw him in Oklahoma City where I grew up.
Okay,
It
okay.
was it was one of his last tours before he died.
Yeah, for sure. So,
Yeah.
but you were raised in Seattle in a way,
No, I was raised in Oklahoma City.
and then you moved to Seattle.
I moved to Seattle in 1997.
What about the grunge scene in Seattle? Did
So
it did it talk to you in a way,
well, I
musically, or
I came here right after the
after?
grunge scene,
Yeah,
but I experienced it in the United States from afar,
yeah,
and everybody worldwide was into it. And then it just like still existed here. Like all those people, like some of these grunge dudes never cut their hair, and
yeah,
then later on you're like, get out of hey thing, can you like cut your hair? We're sick of it. It's like but they were still wearing flannel and the
yeah,
beards and and all that stuff. And but as the years went on, and I've lived here a lot of years, I started becoming friends with people that had lived their whole lives that had been through that. And
yeah,
and I've heard all the stories. And now, like, uh, I have friends that were part of it. Like I know Mike McCready from Pearl Jam, and
okay.
I was like sitting eating breakfast with Miguel and Jasmina, and Miguel was like, "Hey, that's Mike McCready over there," and I was like, so I said, "Oh, you want to meet him?" I was like, "Hey, Mike." He's like, "Hey, Brent." He came over, and Miguel got his picture taken with him.
Beautiful,
you
beautiful,
know, he's a rock and roll Hall of Fame guitarist, and
for
it
sure.
kind of, but he's just a normal guy, and it kind of blew me away that he even knew my name at the first time he said my name to me.
That's well, you've been a long time too in the
Yeah,
game, Brent.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, my friend, uh, besides Silverio, is there something else, musically speaking, from Mexico that you appreciate?
I would say, generally speaking, just the scene. I love going to Monkey Bee,
Yeah, yeah. And
and,
the
and but
bands you
it's
see,
yeah, and it's a lot of international artists, but the people, and it seems like there's a really vital punk rock scene. And I'm as big a fan of Carry On Kids as
yeah.
they are of me. There's a mutual respect. I'm really excited for the tour dates to go out with them.
It's gonna be
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
For
And
sure.
yeah, I want to open for them though. I don't want to go after Miguel.
I get you. I get you. I
That
get
stage
what you
might be
mean.
the stage might be
Yeah,
ruined. There might be poop on the stage or something.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
energy,
Maybe
the energy.
one of his diapers might fall off or something. I
You
don't
know,
know.
he reminds me sometimes,
But
to he reminds me sometimes to Gigi Allen.
yeah, yeah.
No, maybe not that
See,
extreme, of course, yet.
no, but
Yet.
see, he
Yeah.
loves all this. It's the very same, you
Yeah, for
know.
sure.
Yeah.
My friend, which one was the last concert you went as a spectator, Brent, which made you cry
Oh, it made me cry.
or almost cry, but
Yeah, because I don't know. I only cry watching Disney movies like
okay.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Uh,
Okay. That's gotta be the hell of a soundtrack.
I don't know, dude. Like I got to tell you, I'm a horrible music fan.
Okay,
They've
okay.
got to be really special, like
You are
the
more
things we're
creating than
the things we're
listening,
talking about.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I was a big fan of the Pixies,
Yeah.
and I've seen them play, but I didn't cry. I usually cry when I have to stand in the audience too long.
I want to go home.
Yeah,
No, but I get that maybe you mentioned the Pixies, my friend, because they
yeah,
made you feel, right? They made you, of
yeah,
course. You ought to
and
be deaf.
they're an influence that I don't mention very much, but they really influenced me in their songwriting style because they would do things that were very unexpected in their changing their structures of their songs,
Yeah, yeah.
where you would have to hear it. Now they all seem great, but when you first heard a Pixies record, you would have to hear it 4 or 5 times
Yeah.
before
That's
you
great.
realized before you realized how good it was because it didn't make sense right out of the gate. And every time I have had a new band member in this band, they all think it's very simple because it's simple country basics as far as the bass and but the structure is often more complicated than they think it is.
Yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
know, until they start getting in and learning it, it's like, oh, what? But we don't do verse, chorus, and oh, but this verse is half as long as the last verse, and
Yeah, or
you
this
know,
or this note it seems it's like the last one, but it's just the same note, but maybe like
yeah.
here or here, and yeah, I get what you mean perfectly. For the people, Brent, who's gonna be attending the Monkey Bee Festival this next Saturday, December 7th, that never heard the music of Brent Amaker on the rodeo, how would you describe your thing to them?
Uh, I I call us a cowboy performance art band. Like we do
Cowboy performance.
performance art. Like
Okay.
the performance is part of the art. We're Western performance art. And I'm inspired not only by like Devo and the Ramones, but also like Sergio Leone and
Yeah.
you know, and those old Western films
I
and
was
that
I was
sort of
reading.
thing.
I sorry, Brent. I was reading precisely in somebody wrote an editorial about how your sound can be described as a Morricone soundtrack, precisely, but written by Kraftwerk.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
insane, but
and
it's great.
let's not forget about like El Topo. I wrote a whole song completely based on El Topo.
Ah, la
You
película,
know,
in the movie.
yeah,
You mean the Jodorowsky movie?
yeah, the movie, yeah,
Great,
yeah.
great.
It's one of my favorite films,
So when
and
you are not doing music, you are seeing films, or what's the other passions in life for Brent Amaker?
I'm just mostly masturbating.
I, I think that's a great use of your time. Man, that's great. I cannot wait to see your show, my friend. I cannot wait. Man, we gotta start wrapping it up, Brent. You know,
Okay,
half an hour.
are we gonna have a drink when I'm there?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna
All right.
catch you there, my
Salute.
friend. Yeah,
Salute.
salud, mi amigo. Salud, mi amigo. We have to wrap it up, you know. Half an hour goes
All
really
right.
fast with you, my
Yeah,
friend. Really, really fast. But hopefully we can see each other there at the event, you
I
know,
would love it.
and
Yeah,
laugh a little bit because
yeah.
it's really
We'll have
cool.
fun.
So,
Yeah.
my friend, just quickly, if you had this, you know, like you see this, and maybe you see this thing, you saw this thing or not, but this Marvel thing where Thanos has this glove and he does the thing and disappears something half of the existence. No? Well, there's a glove that he has. It's something really famous recently
Who are we talking about?
about a fictional Marvel Comics
Oh, the
personage.
blip. The
Yeah,
blip.
yeah, yeah. Great.
The
Thank you.
blip.
So you
Yeah.
have this glove, okay, Brent? And you have to
Yeah.
disappear one of these. First one, Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Uh, Rolling Stones.
You keep the Beatles.
Oh no, I make the Beatles disappear.
Okay, great. I imagine that's why I ask
Yeah.
again. Uh, Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd?
Uh, Fuck, that's a hard one. I mean, shit, they're both so important, but I'd probably keep Pink Floyd.
Okay, okay. Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray?
Oh, Jimi Hendrix has to stay.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. Thank you very much, my friend. Obviously, we're gonna be promoting the show and whatnot.
yeah.
Obviously, the name is really, really, you know, unique. So everyone, please check social media for Brent Amaker and the Rodeo. And Saturday, December 7th, you gotta be there because it's gonna be a great Monkey Bee Festival for all of our audience. So any last messages, Brent, for
Well,
our
just
listeners, my friend?
thanks for following us. I've for many years had Miguel told me he was listening to me in high school. So
Yeah, for sure.
I've had like a really great connection with the Mexican community, and it's meant a lot to me. And so thank you. And you know, if you know my music, tell your friends to listen to it. Go to Spotify and add us, you know, follow us so you can hear all the new music. And we have a brand new song coming out on December 5th called You're No Good. And
Okay, great,
and
great.
it's the first of the songs I recorded with mariachi in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that you
Yeah,
are doing that. That's amazing. It's gonna
yeah,
be a great sounding for sure. There's a lot of material from the band, 6 albums in
yeah,
platforms from the How They
yeah,
Do 2008 to the last one
yeah.
2024, and new music coming. So congratulations, Brent, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, and we'll see
Thanks for
you
having
there.
me.
We'll see you there at the Monkey Bee Festival
See you there,
2024.
buddy.
See you there,
See
my
you.
friend. Para el Depósito
Adios.
Sonoro, Leo Moreno, Brent Amaker and the Rodeo. Próximamente sábado 7 de diciembre, Ciudad de México. Hasta la vista. See you, my friend.
See you.